If you want to boost the impact of your product marketing strategy so you generate a greater income from whatever you're selling, here's something you probably want to hear. Most people who don't buy whatever you're selling usually don't fully understand it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to generate a much higher income by making it easier for people to understand what specifically you're offering and how they can benefit from it. Now, before you roll your eyes, consider this. We did a massive study and found that for more than 46 businesses, the majority of individuals who did not buy actually didn't fully understand what was being offered. They acted like they did, so the sellers didn't realize how little their prospects actually understood. Here, let me give you a few examples. If I told you Americans discard 2.5 million plastic bottles every hour, that sounds like a lot, doesn't it? But do you truly understand how terrible that is? What if I told you that's enough to reach the moon every 3 weeks? Wow, doesn't that make it easier to fully understand the impact of what I'm describing? How about this? If I told you in advertising agencies just 11% of creative directors are female, you might understand how little that is, or you might not. But if I give you this image with just 1 out of 10 cups having lipstick on it and saying only 11% of creative directors are female, doesn't that make the point more effectively and easier to understand how few women are creative directors? How about this? Do you realize how much $1 billion is? It's 1,000 times $1 million. Well, how about this? California wasted more than $100 billion on a high-speed train, and after 17 years, they've burned through more than $100 billion and still have nothing to show for it. Nothing's been built. $100 billion. Do you know how much that is? That's enough to give $100,000 to 1 million California families. $100,000. Would you like to receive a gift of $100,000 from your government? I would. Well, oops, the money's gone and no one really knows where it went. Okay, see how this works? We tell people stuff all the time and assume they truly understand. But I think you'd be amazed at how many of your prospects don't really understand what you're offering. Okay, how about this? In the Heath brothers' awesome book, Made to Stick, they give a terrific example. A pomelo is the largest citrus fruit. The rind is very thick, but soft and easy to peel. The resulting fruit has a light yellow to coral pink flesh and can vary from juicy to slightly dry and from seductively spicy sweet to tangy and tart. Okay, how well do you understand what I just explained to you about what a pomelo is? Well, let me ask you a simple question. Based on my explanation, if you mixed it with orange juice, would it taste good? Think about it. I gave a detailed description, yet this simple question can be really hard to answer. What if I simply tell you a pomelo is basically a supersized grapefruit with a very thick and soft rind? See how understanding can be much easier when we use a synonym or metaphor? It's just like. So think about the product or service you're selling. What's it like? For 13 years, I ran one of America's leading behavioral management firms, having worked with some of the most famous people and organizations on the planet, from helping billionaires Warren Buffett and Saul Price, founder of Price Club and Costco, and more. Now, we use psychological tools that enable us to help people tackle bigger projects and goals, bigger goals than they were used to. But trying to explain in technical details what we did and how it works would leave prospects confused, even though they pretended they fully understood. But then I came up with a simple explanation, and our sales skyrocketed. I got our reps and psychologists to explain. You know how a fitness coach can get you to do more push-ups than you can do on your own, right? Come on, 5 more, 4 more, three, you can do it, 2, 1. Yes, there you go. Okay. That's a fitness coach. Just like a fitness coach can get you to do more push-ups than you could do on your own, we get you and your key people to tackle bigger goals than you could tackle on your own. Does that make sense? By adding this to our explanation, the number of individuals and businesses we were able to win as clients suddenly became easier than we ever expected. So let's talk about you and what you're trying to sell. Stop assuming your explanation helps people fully understand what you're offering. With more than 110 businesses that we already applied this to, include a synonym or metaphor by completing the phrase, my product or service is just like what? And watch how much easier it can become to get more people saying yes to whatever you're offering. Try it and let me know how it's helped. And by the way, if you like this video, click like, share, and subscribe so you can get access to more of the videos that I'm creating to help simplify your ability to boost your income beyond what you're doing now. I think you'll find this really valuable. Enjoy.